Hi guys, so today I'll be trying out Spellbinders stitching die of the month for February of 2023. Unfortunately, this club is sold out for sign-ups, and hopefully you were in it or you got in it earlier. It may still be available with the total package or some of the other like value clubs. I did not spend time looking at that actually, but either way, I'll link all those different things in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items with links. And Spellbinders did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course, all opinions are my own. So guys, having said that, the add-on, which is this little sentiment set, I believe is like $6.99. I'm assuming you still get your 10% off if you are a member. So it has an extra little strip. You know, with this pocket, you can either embed this, like the sentiment. So the kit comes with Happy Spring and Happy Birthday. It also has this little piece so you can put it on top if you don't want to just embed it. But the add-on also comes with that same one, and I believe it's the same size, exactly the same die. With Thanks a Bunch, Thinking of You, Hello Friend, and a gift for you. So you can use it, you know, for many more occasions. It is a little bit beveled on the edges, so it's not just a straight cut if you think like, oh, I'll just pop that on something else. It's possible that maybe it looks a little funky just because of that little beveling it has, right? So it's made to fit the pocket as it comes in. So I just want to point that out for you. But these are really great inlays. I mean, you can put that on anything, right? And it's the kind of thing where it pushes through but cuts in a way where it's embossing but also kind of cutting. Maybe you're familiar with that now with Spellbinders. They're doing that more often, more and more. So today, since it is sold out, and obviously you've probably seen other videos already by the time I release this one, I think what I'm going to do is make like a quick card with this, because obviously stitching takes a little time. With these guys, I mean, they whip up pretty fast, right, for stitching. But today I think what I'm going to do is just layer it up with die cuts that aren't stitched, but I also want to show you, since that's kind of like, okay, well, you know, I'm not doing a lot of stitching with this stitching die. I'm going to take this larger guy and show you how to make a really cute kind of like rose. You can do that with a lot of different things. I always do this, well, not always. Whenever I embroider, there are sometimes where you use ribbon or things like that that are thicker, and you make like a rose that just keeps going circle, circle, circle. But all you did to start off with was like stitch like 5 little lines. That's it. It's super easy, and then you just go around and around, up and over, up and over. You're kind of weaving, and it just makes like a rose look. So that'd be really fun to show you guys, just an added bonus, because I think this is going to be pretty quick. So what I'm going to do is just grab some papers. Again, we have our little pocket full of flowers here, so I'm going to cut this one. Let's just to start off, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and run this through some yellow paper, and then I'm going to run this through like a blue paper, or you can start off with a white, maybe do like a stone wash look or whatever it is you want with some ink, you know. I think maybe I'll do like a light blue paper, and maybe we'll do some inking, because the whole point of this was for it to be quick, and I don't really want ink here when I'm not inking these, you know, so maybe we won't even do that. But either way, yellow paper so it shows through, and then these two guys on some blue paper. Again, tape down because you do not want these to shift, and I'll be right back. I came in hot here starting die cut, but I usually work on my card base first. But either way, we have this. Look at that. Oh my gosh, every single little guy has popped out, and I chose like picked and chose, I said posed. I chose like a brighter yellow just so it shows up, but you know, the stitching like on some denim is kind of like gold, kind of goldenrod, a little orangey. So I just went with this yellow so it really pops through there. Super cute. So we will have that to work with in just a minute. I am going to grab a card base from the card kit and probably top that with some of the paper from the card kit also. I was going to do some embossing, but I thought, well, you know what, let's use some of the pattern papers. So I'm going to go through my pattern paper and just pick out, I mean, like, how sweet is this? Just pick one out that I think would be really cute. Oh, the little pink plaid is adorable. Oh, so is that one. Anyhow, I'll just go through and find something that I want to use for this, and I'll cut it down to like 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 because that's what I like. Oh, this is a sweet one. It's really soft. Yeah, let's go with that one. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's go ahead and stick this guy down. Now, I'll go ahead and adhere my pockets. Probably pop the pocket down too if you would like, and just kind of leave it open at the top. That way you can tuck things into. I think that'd be really cute. Let's get this guy on here. Really soft background. Let's glue these two together. So I'm just going to take a moment to put some glue just in here and on the very edges and glue it to that yellow base, and I'll be right back. So we have this beauty, and again, I'm going to go ahead and glue it down, but I'm going to leave that top part open so we can get some little stems in there and things. So I'm just going to glue it down like an actual pocket, and probably right in here. You can also put it sideways. That's cute, right? A little fun. And then all these bits we'll just kind of tuck in as we need. So let's see. I'm gonna run these through. They're slightly different. You know, this one has like one leaf and these guys have like pairs of leaves. This one's a little bit different than the others. We have these guys. These are more leaves. We have these leaves. I think for right now what I'll concentrate on is just cutting some flowers, and then we'll see if we need some of these other leaves for this particular design. So we have that little guy, this guy. We'll use this guy, and he has several pieces. So again, this one can go behind that. Oh my goodness. That has been on there this whole time, I think. I don't remember seeing that separately last time, so it has really just stuck in there. I did not know we had that. That is so cute. So we have this one, that one. Obviously, it comes out, it's the stitching part of it, but I just thought it was all one piece, and then you have this piece to, you know, switch it out if you want. I did not realize that, or did I? I feel like it seems, I don't know. Okay, so again, you have this extra, you know, piece here. That is very interesting. I'm trying to think, you know what, I guess it is that this runs through here, so maybe I did have it separate last time. That's why that's separate. So that you can do that at once, and then this guy can just rerun through like these other guys. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe possibly layer these guys up so they have layers, and then this guy has his little like buttercup top there, and center and things. And so I'll run these through different colors, like some green bases, maybe different colors, some different colors here of a different shade of green possibly, and to make this more, I don't know, I'm thinking yellows, right? Maybe yellow, maybe pale yellow, something like that. Maybe 3 different shades of yellow, and then some other colors that coordinate with each other for these guys. And then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have lots of pieces here, leaves, our little flowers. I mean, if you want to do some flower forming, things like that, of course you can definitely do that. The point of what I'm doing right now is like some quick cards. So, I'm just going to take this little guy. I want to see, does that go that way? I think it goes this way. Yep, okay, so the larger kind of area goes facing down, while that little thin area is up towards the top of our little... Oh, you know what? Was I going to do it that way? In my mind, I thought like a medium kind of color base, and then the little light yellow and the deep orange center. But I kind of changed my mind here, apparently, because I went with the darker edge. But I can still go back to the other one. Alright, we're gonna do it this way. Oh my goodness, I just trimmed my nails, so I can't grab anything. Okay, so there we go. And I did 3 of these guys and 2 of the other, no, sorry, 2 of this type, 3 of the other type. Because I like 5s, 3, 5, those kind of numbers whenever I'm doing something like this. So I will put the other 2 together. You could definitely pop in that little stitch die in this one because it gives like a little texture, which is very cute. So I'll do this one just like that. And then these guys, I'm just going to stack them up, one on top of the other, and then we'll put some kind of center. And I'll be right back. There's just 2 different shades of blue on these. I'll be right back together, and we'll play with those in just a minute. So what I want to do is just take a moment to kind of lay these out and see what it is that I want to do. And again, I left that open. You can definitely put dimensional adhesive under there, whatever it is that works for you. And, you know, thinking about what flower goes where. Do I have another green one? So that one's by itself, so maybe I'm not using this one. Because we have these guys. Aww. So I'm just going to play with these a little bit and see where these would fit in better. Let's see. I might run this light one through again just to get another one that looks like this. Or you know what? Let's take that one out. We'll use this one and we'll make another one that looks like this, so it has the same leaf that's a little bit different, like for the daffodils or whatever you end up thinking these are. I'll be right back. Let me run one more thing around with this, and something like that is what I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is start putting a little glue there and there. I'm not going to be too worried about the little stick that goes in here. Just a little more down like that. I like where I position these guys. And that little dot, you can put your flower wherever. It doesn't have to land right on that dot. So when I come back, I might even be outside of that, you know, who knows. Okay, I'm just going to put a little glue behind each little leaf, kind of where they're at, and I'll place these back. And again, I'm just sticking them straight down. You want to pop them up. Definitely have that. This little guy's kind of behind the other one. Just give a little movement. Maybe before I really stick those down, I can also start putting some of these little leaves in here and there just to fill it in, but I'm just going for it. Put it right at the top. That look fun. And then again, I'm just going to fill in with some of these other guys. That's kind of why I keep the glue to a minimum, just so I can have space to kind of come in here with these guys and put them in wherever it is I think they would fill in real nice. Just a little something here and there, okay? You know, however it is, and I'll be back. I'm just going to tuck them in. Hey guys, so what I did was just I cut a few extra of these skinny leaves. Of course we have these larger ones, right? I mean, we can tuck in here and there. And then all these other ones that I didn't use, all I did was just pull the little leaves off and tuck them in here and there to fill it out. So I think that came out really cute. We'll finish off our flowers in just a minute. What I'm going to do is, let's do thanks a bunch. And I'm just going to run through some light blue paper that I had used in the flowers there. And so this is just a scrap of paper that I have here. Again, putting some washi. We do not want that to move, and I'll run that through and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, and as I was trying to describe to you earlier, that these don't just emboss, but they kind of cut through. And if you have some areas where it didn't quite push completely through, I usually use my pokey tool just to really get that in there. So you can see that whole thanks a bunch, and it just looks really cool. Now again, you can run this guy through, sorry, to do a background piece, or just pop it on there. So I'm going to take a moment to just clean that up just so it's really nice and clear. And in the meantime, I'm also going to take some of these guys. I have some Sapphire Color Essential Gems. I'm just going to take the larger one and pop it in the middle of my little blue flowers. Just a little something. Try to get in the center. That one looks like it's not quite there. And then on the little daffodil buttercups here, I'm going to take a few of the aura ones and just pop some, you know, 1, 2, or like 3 of them, just doot, 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 in each little cup. So I'll just clean that up a little bit, put some glue on it, and that will be my little topper bit here. Again, that comes from the add-on set. I'll have all those things linked there. Like I said, that one's still available, just the stitching die by itself is not available any longer to sign up for right now. So that is my card. I think it came out really sweet. I love the little pocket. I mean, how fun will that be to use for all kinds of things? But what I'm going to do real quick is show you what I was talking about at the beginning. So I'm going to take this guy and just run it through maybe some pink paper or something. Not a lot of it is going to show with the main die for this guy. Let me find that. Was it right in front of my face? It sure was. I was like, where? So I'm going to place these two together and just run it through, again, taping it so it doesn't shift, and then I'll grab a needle and some thread and I'll show you what I was talking about. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I love the way this looks already, just a little pink. Now obviously this flower is just extra. It's not for this project, but you know, be cute to pop down here. And again, you can do all the little holes for all these and it just has more texture, and you can still do something like what I did here with just die cutting, you know, with those little textures there. I'm just going to take one of these needles. It's a little bit larger, and I'm going to take some of this. I don't know how much we need, probably not too much. And honestly, if you want to fill it up real quick, you can probably even use all 6 strands, but that's not usually what I do. So I'm going to cut this in half, or pull them 3 and 3. You know, if you're embroidering, you have, excuse me, my goodness. So the fabric has give, so if you're going to the same spot over and over, it's not the biggest deal, but here your paper only has so much before it's gonna like tear, right? So we don't want that to happen. And what I'm going to do is, hopefully, I'm sorry, I have this like near my eyeballs here, so let me go ahead and thread my needle and I'll be right back. Put a knot here, which isn't super necessary. I'm just gonna kind of hold it back here, but you can start going from the middle or from the outside down. It doesn't matter, but at the end you need to end up coming out at the center, so just keep that in mind. So all we're gonna do is make 5 stitch marks. Now this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, perfect. So, you know, do you want it perfect or you want something else? But let's go to the end here and then down, and then back up to the middle. You just want 5 spokes, and they can be wonky. It actually looks cuter, I think, if they're wonky, but this will be perfectly 5 spokes. Go into that one, back up through the middle. This might not be enough thread. I thought, well, this might be enough, but we have to go around and around so many times, I don't know. So down in the center of that little guy, back up through the middle again, down in here, and then back up through the middle again, and then finishing off. So you can do this with 3 spokes, you can do this with 5, 7, 9, whatever, it doesn't matter. You just need, I would say, an odd number, and then back in here. So now we need to come back up to the center. And literally all you're going to do is go into one of your little spokes. Now let me get some tightness going here. That one's being funny. There we go. Hold on. Just bringing that slack out. Is that the first one? That's the first one. Then I'm going to pull it. There we go. Okay, so we came up through the middle. Let me sit down. Let's sit down and relax so we can do some embroidery. And let me get a little closer for you guys. This is super easy, but I just want you to be able to see it, obviously. Again, you don't really put a knot at this other end. You just kind of bring in enough so that your needle can hold on to your thread. So we're out in the middle. So you can bring your needle under, let's say this one. That's right next to it, right? I just went under that. It's not going to be super noticeable because you just came out of the center. We're going to skip the next one and then go under the next one. And that's literally all we're doing this whole time. Try not to get knots, but there we go. I wouldn't pull it super too tight because it'll look really like tight. If you want that, then, you know, that's up to you. But I would leave it kind of flowy, a little bit loose. We're going to skip the next spoke and go under the next one. And just keep going like that. So the pattern, skip that one, under the next one. Like I said, I don't pull them super tight, but that's just my preference. You know, after a while, we'll check it out. Skip that spoke, go under the next one. Skip that spoke, this one, and go under the next one. So, I mean, I can keep saying this all day, but all you're doing is skipping one and going under the next one. And as you go, I want to show you what this looks like. Skipping that one, go under this one. Let me do a couple more. I'm kind of holding in the middle just because I didn't tack down the beginning. Skip that one, under here. And again, you don't want to pull it too tight. Skip that one, under here. Just do a few more. Oopsie. Skip that, under the next one. You can do this on embroidery, on fabric. You can do this on, obviously, card like I'm doing. And look how the little rose is coming to life. Isn't that cute? And you just keep going. So skip that guy. I'll do a little ASMR. I'm not going to talk. You'll probably hear my TV though. Nope, I think I caught a thread there. Nope. Okay. Yeah, it's getting a little tight. And as it gets wider and wider, you do want to take care that you're still in that circle, because if I pulled it tight, it'll just basically cross from here to here, and you don't want that. You want it to stay like in that spiral. So now that it's much wider, I'm really keeping an eye on that. So see how this one had to come from here around here? If you pull it tight, it's just going to go straight across. So skip that one and into this one, and just keeping an eye that we're still pretty round. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing that because it's gonna take a little minute, and I'll be right back. Come around here now. You can keep going and keep going, so you can end up covering the whole thing up. I think it looks kind of cute with the little flowers sticking out back there. So I have very little left also, so I'm just gonna bring it down in here and bring it down through one of these little holes, since you won't see it anyway back behind here. And I think that will be it. I can also show you one more thing if you might want to do. is maybe add a French knot in the center. But again, keep going. I would definitely, next time I do this, probably use all 6 strands. When you use all 6 strands, it looks really puffy and cute. You can use ribbon if you have like really thin ribbon, which does exist. It's, you know, something I use for embroidery all the time. Really cute. Let me finish this piece off though, out to the side here, because what I'm going to do is add a little French knot, and I'm going to need to be able to come up the center there. So for right now, I'm just putting that to hold it down, that little end. And that's, you know, something you can do. You can pop a little rhinestone in there, a little pearl in there. You can also, you know, come in here and kind of just play with it and bring them out, make it a little puffier. You know, whatever it is that you like. Look how cute is that. Let me grab something, maybe some yellow or something white, maybe with some white thread to make a little French knot in the center, and I'll be right back. So I have a little white embroidery thread. It's the whole 6 strands, okay? Just like I probably should have done for that guy just to begin with. I am going to put a little knot. And you can definitely do this even with the circle die. I know in the past we have other Spellbinders dies that are stitchable, that are circles, really great. A quick French knot, and I am going to make this a little bit messy. Normally with a French knot you want it to be nice and neat, but I really want it to stand out. So we're going to come up just wherever, right, in the center. And hopefully I don't mess anything up. All right, there we go. And with a French knot, generally, I'm going to come in with my needle. I'm pulling it this way. I know this is gonna be hard to see. Hold on, let me get a little bit closer for you guys. Come on in, come on in. Okay, I have my needle, and I'm gonna wrap this around my needle. And they always say twice, and I swear it looks like 3 times, but 2 or 3 times, it doesn't matter, to be honest. I wrapped it a few times. And then you're gonna keep it kind of tight, and you're wanting to put it kind of back in the same place that you came from, but since this is one hole, you know, when you're using fabric, you can get it right close to there. So this is the same hole. I'm going to try to stick it in another area past some of the stitching I already did. I'm keeping this pretty tight here though. Okay, and then you just start pushing it through. It's already pretty much there in that whole space. And generally what you want to do is hold on to it so it doesn't just do whatever it wants, unravel and just like pull through and be crazy. But for this one, I'm going to let it just kind of be messy because I want it to be larger than just your typical French knot that's a cute little tight knot. So I'm leaving it a little looser, just so it's visible. And that's a French knot. And then you just finish this off in the back. I'll probably just get it under these same stitches here, and I'll tack it under that same little piece of tape that we had there. So hopefully that was a fun little tutorial for you guys. Just something really quick, cute. And when I say really quick, it is. You know, it took a little bit longer because I did half the amount of the threads, but I think if you leave it 6 threads, you should be fine. You're only going in and out of this area a few times, and it's a larger hole, I don't know if you noticed, than like the other little holes. And you can fill it up, and you can continue going so it's all the way out here, right? And it looks really nice and full. But just another little idea. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for a review. I'll have some images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. And I will see, look how cute. Oh my gosh, you can imagine. Adorable. And I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.